Hi, good morning, Tsfira. Thank you so much for spending some time with us. For those who don't know you, I mean, we're so lucky to spend some time with you. Professor Tsfira Grebelsky Lichtman, one of the world's experts in nonverbal communication, a professor at the Hebrew University in Jerusalem and also at Ono Academic College. And yes, she's also actually a member of a SubStrata Academic Advisory Board. Good morning, Tsfira, and thank you so much.
Good morning. Great to see you.
Um, Yes, likewise. And basically, I just wanted to take some time to discuss non-verbal communication in the context of leadership, which actually could be like business leadership or any type of like leadership in type of organization. So kind of like to get started, I want to know, why is non-verbal communication so important for business leaders? Why is it something that they should pay close attention to?
So basically, nonverbal communication has a central role in perceptions of business managers, leadership, charisma, confidence, and trust. In leaders, nonverbal communication is essential in effective communication, influence, and persuasion. And especially during crisis, people are highly sensitive to their managers' non-verbal communication cues. And as we saw during the coronavirus pandemic, people were very, very sensitive to managers' non-verbal communication because of this period of stress, fear, and uncertainty. So nonverbal communication has central effect in such a period, and it affects both perceptions, cooperation, behaviors, emotions, and also our attitudes and perceptions of the business manager.
Interesting. And is it more important for leaders than for the average worker? And why is it that during the pandemic is more important? Is it because people are looking for a figure to follow? Is it because they're not meeting in person and they're relying on the nonverbal communications, maybe like in a Zoom meeting? Like what? Why leaders, and why is it extra important during like a crisis or a pandemic, or not necessarily a pandemic, right? When you speak about crisis, you speak. It could be like a massive business crisis, or I don't know.
Exactly. It could be financial, it could be social crisis. And basically, nonverbal communication is very important for all of us. However, for managers, their employees are very sensitive to their manager's nonverbal communication because of his position as a leader and because of um, motivations to get information and maybe cooperation. And um, people are very sensitive to their managers' nonverbal communication, much more than to our friends. However, when we talk about verbal versus nonverbal primacy, we know that nonverbal communication, it has a greater effect on all of us. And when it comes to the relationship between verbal and nonverbal communication, when there is a discrepancy between your verbal and your nonverbal communication, like you say that everything is fine, and that you are calm, but your nonverbal communication express tension. It's called leakage induced by your nonverbal communication. It will affect our perceptions, and basically it will affect our perception as your trustworthiness, credibility, and it is correlated to a deception and even lying communication. So in every in every interpersonal communication, nonverbal communication has a primacy effect over the
Mhm.
verbal communication.
Yeah, that's it. That's interesting. How can you, I guess, like what you were saying, right? Like how if you want to keep like an atmosphere of like everything's going fine, or just for everyone to remain calm and be confident, how do you maybe don't give away that you are like nervous or worried, or I don't know, which actually leads me to my next question, which is, I know you advise many business leaders, even political leaders. I know people come to you to actually like finesse or improve or really work on these skills. And when they come to you, what are their main concerns? What is the, what's the top thing, or what are the top things that they come is like, oh, I just want to make, can I get better at this? Or like, what do they, what's the biggest worry when they meet you?
So basically, business leaders and also political leaders want to improve their communication skills. They want to enhance their public image and promote a good public image. They want to influence perceptions and attitudes of others. They want to perceive as a
Right.
trustworthiness, credibility. They want to perceive as expert, and they want to also enhance their perception in terms of charisma, confidence, and trust. And also, they want to increase cooperation,
Mm.
motivation, and also their personal relationship, because it's always about people.
Right. They want a lot, very demanding clients. They want
Exactly.
everything. They want to be like charismatic and trustworthy and authoritative, but friendly, but cooperative is like, it's a
Yeah.
lot. But I guess like, nonverbal communication sounds like a good start. And then in terms of like the action plan, so it's like, okay, everybody wants to be like this charming, charismatic, inspiring, trustworthy leader. But how can they really like build that and improve it over time? So like, what is there like a plan? Is there a schedule? Do you record them? How do they improve it over time? What are the steps that they normally take? And I know these will take hours, but I get like in a nutshell, like, what are the kind of like the actions that that you take actually to help them improve that?
Yeah. So basically, the secret is practice, 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 and practice makes it perfect.
Hmm.
And basically, yes, we practice in front of a camera, and we analyze the communication skills in terms of verbal and non-verbal communication. We analyze strengths and weaknesses. We analyze non-verbal leakage. We analyze verbal and non-verbal discrepancy, and we take into account all the parameters of non-verbal communication in terms of kinesics, facial expressions, gestures, postures, proxemics.
What do
Uh,
you mean? Just give us like in a nutshell, like what's, for those who don't know what's kinesics and proxemics, what's.
Kinesics is hand movements, gestures,
Mhm.
facial expressions. Um, Body posture is like where you're open or close, advancing or retreating.
Mhm.
And also a vocalics aspects, like the volume, the tone, the intonation, the speed of your voice, as are crucial for
Mhm.
effective communication. And also, we work on the manager's performance in terms of clothes, accessories, background, his office, his all the elements that concerns his performance. And basically, we know that those parameters are very crucial for impression management. And
Mhm.
we call it impression management because you can really manage your perceptions and the way that we will perceive you. And you can management the impressions that you will make on others. And if you are practice and you increase your awareness and you adapt effective non-verbal communication cues, your communication skills will be better. And I'm always so proud to see that people that are practice succeed. So
Mhm.
this is the secret for success. This is the secret for success.
Amazing. I mean, I actually love the term and how you describe it. I think impression management. So it's like, you don't, because I think like maybe I'm guessing like, people like take one aspect and focus on it and they go like, okay, so it's just about like how I sit or my body posture or my site or working on my voice or whatever, but it's actually everything. It's what you wear, your background, your setting, the environment, like it's the whole package that gives the impression. And it's also probably really hard to assign a metric of what different that specific changing pace of your speech or that t-shirt that you wore made in terms of how you're perceived in terms of competence or charisma. But it's about like understanding holistically the whole package for impression management, I guess.
Exactly, exactly. And we also know that a very tiny change in your performance and on your in your movements, in your facial expressions, has a huge impact on others. So, and basically, what's great about nonverbal communication that you can easily adapt those patterns. It's not something that you need to work for years or something. It is something that quite quickly you will have a huge improvement. Your communication skills will improve dramatically.
Yeah, it's true. It's true, and like you said, like awareness. I mean, and technique is. I mean, it's free, right? Like it's something that you don't need. I mean, you can get some coaching, but it's more than anything about like awareness and understanding and really like working on something. But like you said, like it's amazing if it can be something that can be improved so quickly that you don't need to wait years or a degree to like get better at like your own personal impression management, I guess.
Yes, it is incredible, and also I see the effect on others. Like someone for years, and suddenly he's excellent. Immediately they come to him and said, "What did you do?" And he said, "I just
Yeah, amazing.
practice. I'm
I love
not."
to get. Yeah, I was thinking like I love to get like all the gossip on like your confidential list of like political
Uh,
leaders that you've been advising. But I think we'll leave that for another time. Thank you so much, Professor. And yeah, I'll speak to you very soon. That was really brilliant. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much, Daniel.
Bye.